Back again. So, I just gotta basically say something real quick. My perception on things, if you're voting for Hillary Clinton, you are a sheeple. There is no better word than that. Sheeple, zombie, whatever you want to call it. I think sheeple is a lot better to describe it. You're blindly following the corruption. You're blindly following it. She says something, or the mainstream media says something, and you believe it. If you're a Trump follower, you are a smart sheeple. You're blindly listening to Trump and you're agreeing with what he says. And the alternative media, you're agreeing with them and you're agreeing with what they say. You're a smart sheeple. And there's nothing wrong with that. I'd say the smarter sheeple is like an average-minded person. Maybe not average-minded in today's modern age. I think the IQ of everyone just drops a point every year. But the point is, I'm trying to get at, is that the most intelligent minds are anarchists. Ones who do things for themselves and their family without government intervention. Meaning, let's say, scenario one for Sheeple. For Clinton supporters, let's say. Somebody comes into your house with a gun, wants to steal shit, rape your daughter, whatever. Sheeple 1 doesn't have a gun. They think that cops need guns to protect them. But of course, there's no cop in their house right then and there. So, burglar or rapist with gun can do whatever the fuck he wants. Scenario 2. Donald Trump supporters, the smart sheeple. They have a gun, and they prevent the problem. Not waiting for government intervention because they want smaller government. They still want government. They still want to be ruled, but they just want to be able to protect themselves and their family on bare bones level. Third level is everything in the second level, protecting themselves, making sure they deter things. But anarchists like a world where they rule everything in their world. They raise their children how they want. They defend their family how they want. They get the job that they want. They pursue a free market. It's a whole nother level than either sheeple. So let's look at it at Sheeple 1, Clinton supporter. That's a good example. That's why I keep bringing it up. Clinton supporter, sheeple, the lowest intelligence level, who wants everything handed to him, wants a good promotion to a job, good job promotion for not deserving it. Just it's your first day on the job, you want a promotion, right? That's the lowest level. That's Clinton supporters. Everything needed to be handed to them. Then we have the Donald Trump supporters, which are a lot smarter, but they are also still sheeple, where they like government when it's smaller, which is great. It's an increase in IQ to do this, or to believe this, from the original, from Sheeple 1. Sheeple 2, Trump supporters, they have a great idea of pro-gun, more or less, sovereignty. Not to the utmost effect as an anarchist, but they have some perception of this. Some perception of what I do. If I work hard, good things happen. Right? But in the matrix that we're living in now, in this matrix that we are living in now, the society, the economics, how it is right now. Of course, they want less taxes. They want more rights. This is Sheeple 2. This is the Trump supporters. Now, in the third level, which you get out of the Sheeple mindset altogether, is the anarchist mindset, where it's 100% rights are rights, privileges are not rights. You can't take away a right. I have the right to defend myself, my family, how to raise my children, how to live prosperous. I have that right. And you cannot tax me, not even a dime. It's a whole next step of the Donald Trump supporters level. I encourage you that if you believe in voting and you like the Matrix, go to the next level. If you're a Clinton supporter, go to that Donald Trump level at least. I like Donald Trump, but not enough where I think he's going to bring change, because I know his position in the whole nine. And first off, I don't believe in voting. It doesn't change anything. Even if the person that you're voting for is 100% outside the system, unless he's trying to repeal government in total and repeal all the banks and get the banks out of the country and all of that shit, nothing's going to change. You can't change things at the smallest level and expect the banks to go run with their tail between their legs. You know what I mean? But in anarchists, if we start an anarchist party big enough to help people understand that we can change this, we get an anarchist party. Yeah, it sounds a little contradictory, right? A little play on words, contradiction. They have an anarchist party. That's kind of redundant almost sounding. But if we can get an anarchist in there and we can make everything free, like free market, not like free as in price, but free as in the market's free, your rights are free, freedom, then we can remove the party system. We can actually make fulfilling change. We start at the banks and the government. Get the fuck out of here, congressmen. Get the fuck out of here, banks. And we start a whole new country, like we did in 1776. Now, of course, this is my dream. Hopefully somebody else shares it. Maybe most people aren't on the level that I am, thinking that anarchists, like anarchy in general, is a positive thing, because, you think of anarchy and you think of rioting and fucking, mayhem and destruction and looting and, who's going to protect me and my family? You dumbass! You're the one who's supposed to be doing that. Not supposed to be, we're being played as suckers. All of us. It doesn't matter what you believe, who you vote for, you're still getting played. Just different levels of getting played. Anarchists are getting played, just like the Clinton supporters are getting played. Just two different reasonings and outcomes of how they're getting played and why they're getting played. But ultimately, we're all being held down, and unless true anarchy was to happen, we can't live in a free country. Now, if we were living in a free country, best believe you wouldn't have to be told every fucking day that you live in a free country. You wouldn't have to be told that. And that's the difference. If you're being told something over and over and over again, that's to try to conform you to the mindset of that, which is generally false. Now, if I said, I'm a truck driver, I show you that I'm a truck driver, it doesn't have to be said again, right? I don't have to keep repeating it to you. Oh, I'm a truck driver, I'm a truck driver, I'm a truck driver. You don't have to keep hearing that because you already know it. And if you're trying to keep telling somebody over and over, like 9/11 was terrorist, and you keep saying the word terrorism, 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 then you're trying to have an agenda. It's a lot different than freedom and anarchy. You don't have to be told you're free in a free country. I don't want this to turn this into a rant video, but there's different levels of this. If somebody is stupid, right? He or she doesn't necessarily know that they are stupid. They can only be told that they're stupid, and that wouldn't really, instill in their brain, because they're not at that higher level. At the higher level, you can look down and see something stupid, someone who's stupid. The same works for consciousness, awareness. If you have a high level of awareness, you can see somebody who doesn't. In fact, that's kind of like my problem. I don't see anybody on my level of awareness. I hear people who are in the conspiracy world that are generally at the Donald Trump level. There are a lot of anarchists out there that are really, really smart, and there's a lot of Donald Trump supporters that are really, really smart. But smarts are not awareness. Awareness is not smarts. Smarts and awareness can fall both under the category of intelligence, but again, they're different things. They're not even synonyms. You can be highly aware and not smart. Like in my case, I'm not very smart. I see things with my eyes, my observations, and boom, I see it. It's my awareness level. If I see it, then I don't have to really do much critical thinking. So the mainstream media wants to deliver lies to you, wants to keep you at that Clinton level, the Clinton supporter level. Because at that level, you believe this matrix, you don't even see the matrix. You don't even see it. And then the Donald Trump supporter level, you start to see the matrix. Do you understand that? You start to see it around that Donald Trump level. And the only reason I'm saying this is all because I see this. I don't see a Clinton supporter that's extremely smart, intelligent, and highly conscious, high levels of consciousness. I don't see it. But then at that Donald Trump level, you start seeing it. And of course, the anarchy, the whole no rulers thing. I mean, that's what anarchy is. It means, the official meaning means no rulers. So if you believe in a democracy, you don't have rulers, then you're probably still at that Clinton level. So I want you to see it for what it is, and because if you watch my videos, you see that I'm not smart. You see that my speech craft is terrible. I was born with a speech impediment. There's a lot of problems with my speech and my smarts. But I do have other levels of smarts, and I have, as I said before, very high levels of awareness. And to me, I'm obsessed with consciousness because it's never ending. It's never ending. You can just keep going with your consciousness. You can start having your superpowers and the whole nine, but we won't go into all that stuff. But the truth is, see it at that level. I don't want to force you to think of it as Clinton supporters are all dumb, Donald Trump supporters are average-minded, and then these anarchists are intelligent. That's not what it is. But if you see it at the level I'm talking about, you might start perceiving other things like that. Again, as always, I don't want you to think like me. I don't want that. And that's never been my goal, to be like a copy-paste that you just go out and repeat stuff that you heard. I don't want that. I don't want that at all. I just want you to think. It's not illegal yet, but in the Clinton world, they want to refrain you from freedom of speech and all your freedoms and your rights. Eventually, they're going to have chips in your brain at some point. If we're all that dumb, they're going to throw chips in your brain. They're going to give you the Google chip on your fucking eye. And you're not going to be allowed to do a lot of shit. And you're going to be just sitting there like a little robot wondering, how did things go wrong? Wait, I can't think like that. They got the chip in my brain. Anarchy. There's nothing wrong with anarchy. In fact, look at what people thought of as, what's the good word for it? I just lost it. I hate when I do that shit on video. Fuck, what's the fucking word? I can't think of the word right now. But people like in tribes and stuff that are, they don't have government, they don't have taxes, they don't have prisons, and you say that that is like so in the past, that is so, what the fuck's the word? It's not like a difficult word. But like an Indian tribe or an African tribe, you know, pre-government type lifestyle, those people are more advanced than us in the Western world because they live freer. There's much more of a free aspect. Now, of course, there's a lot of problems in that type of society as well, just like in any type of society, but just the audacity that people have to say that's just so in the past, that's not right. They're so non-progressed and we're so progressive. What is progressive to you guys? At what point is it like gonna be like over to the top for you guys? You know, when the chips are in your brain and your eyes, and is that when it's gonna be? When thoughts are provided for you? I don't know. I went way off topic. But I just wanted you to look at those three levels, from picking the worst person on the planet to pick, the puppet of puppets, Clinton, and then there's a huge increase in intelligence, in awareness, in being able to even see the Matrix at this point. You can see the Matrix once you become like a Donald Trump supporter, that level. And then a whole nother level, even way above that, is anarchists. Me personally, I'm an anarchist, so of course, I'm not trying to toot my horn on this fucking video, but I am trying to say that I see the levels. Again, if somebody's stupid, they don't know they're stupid. You have to basically have somebody that's intelligent to recognize that for you. The same thing goes with awareness. The same thing goes with this 3-level thing that I just kind of throw at you. I have no idea where it really came from, but that's for some reason how I started the video. So I hope you get something out of that in terms of there's different levels of this shit, and I hope that you see the levels, and I hope you see that there is a possible way to fix it through anarchy. I hope I have I'm going to do a better video next time on anarchy itself. I'm going to have a whole video on it. It's probably going to be another hour-long video. But there's a lot to say on that subject and so much positives that I can get from it. But anyways, that's another video. So, hope you guys got something out of this. See ya. Have a great day. Enjoy the rest of your day, your life, your week, your wife, your husband, your kids. Peace.